Expect the best used car deals guaranteed. Visit arnoldclark.com.
Welcome to Peter and Roughie's football show, sponsored by Arnold Clark. I'm Peter Martin. It's Friday, it's transfer deadline day. Last minute deals could alter the league position of your team. We will find out as the day develops, and stick with us in PLZ Soccer for all the latest news. As far as the football show is concerned, Alan Ruff and Barry Ferguson are here with me to look ahead to all the weekend fixtures and of course digest the news today. Yeah, lots to discuss. Fans starting to get excited when they see new faces. Ioannis Hagi has a very famous name. He has a very famous dad, and he signed for Rangers on a loan deal with the potential to purchase the player in the summer. He's arrived from Genk. We sent our man out there, Gabriel Antoniazzi, to get the thoughts of Steven Gerrard, Ioannis Hagi, and of course have a look at some of the other deals in the transfer window.
Rangers announced their first signing of the January transfer window earlier today in the shape of 21-year-old creative midfielder Ioannis Hagi, son of Georgi, Romania's greatest ever footballer. Now, it's on a short-term loan deal from Genk with an option to buy at the end of it. Steven Gerrard said he was delighted with the move and has high hopes for his new man.
Talking about one of the best talents in Europe at under 21 level. I think he's already gone and proved that. A player with huge potential.
Things hadn't worked out in Belgium for Hagi since his £4 million move in the summer, and when given the opportunity to move to Glasgow, he said it was one he just could not turn down.
This opportunity came in my face, so I couldn't decline it. Working with a coach, also with the sports director, and with being part of this amazing team, so. It's a great opportunity, so I just try to do my best and play my best football.
So what kind of players are Rangers and Rangers fans getting? The 21-year-old is slender but very creative, and he was one of the stars of the Romanian under-21 team that performed so successfully at last summer's European Championships, topping a group ahead of France, England and Croatia. So he'll come into the number 10 free role, one of the two behind the striker, and be challenging the likes of Joe Aribo for a place in the starting 11. He's promised goals and assists.
I'm just a guy that creates on the field. This is my job. This is the job of the number 10. So I'll create, and obviously goals, assist. That's something obvious for that position.
Rangers aren't finished there though. With the injury to Jermaine Defoe keeping out for 4 to 6 weeks, they're in the market for a striker. Now, Lyndon Dykes of Livingston and Florian Kamberi of Hibs have been linked. Gerrard remains adamant and confident he'll bring a striker in, but he remained tight-lipped over who it will be.
I am doing my best to make sure that there's a striker in this door before the deadline, but you can be here all day. I'm not going to give you any names because they all belong to other clubs.
And how about exits from Ibrox today? Well, Glenn Middleton and Greg Doherty could both go out on short-term loan deals. Jordan Jones is one that could also leave. Middlesbrough have been linked, but Gerrard said he hadn't heard any of that this morning and that Jones did train well. Make sure you stay tuned on all of our social media channels for all of the latest. There's much more drama still to come.
Yeah, thanks to Gabriel there. The update from Rangers. Of course, some of the players will be heading out the door. Greg Doherty could be Rangers to Hibs, because the other way now is Florian Kamberi. What do you make of Kamberi as a loan signing?
When the news first broke, I was surprised. I've got to be honest with you. Every time I've seen Kamberi, he's not a penalty box striker for me. He likes to run the channels, and I think Rangers need that number 9 who's going to score goals, and I think Kamberi's only got 3 goals this season. And obviously I seen them linked with the boy Dykes at at Livingston, who I thought would have been a better choice. But look, Rangers have made their move, and now it's up to him to come and prove that he can be a Rangers player.
Yeah, and over and above that, Roughie, there's still links with Vidra at Burnley as well. So clearly Steven Gerrard maybe has 2 or 3 irons in the fire, and the first one that bites on that list, he'll get his man.
Yeah, I'm sure the Rangers supporters will be hoping that's the case. I don't think they would be anticipating a league win if anything happened to Morelos.
You're absolutely doing my head in with this. It's so simple.
Okay, Morelos, particularly with Devoe being out for 46 weeks. If Kamberi was left the only striker, forget the league. Get the league, because Rangers' strengths are the strikers. Yeah. You look at the previous games, Defoe scoring winners, Morelos scored winners. That's the strength of Rangers football team, a fantastic up-front striker. Kamberi's not that man, he's not even a patch in these two.
Yeah, okay. Great insight there from Alan Ruth. Barry, there's one other bit of news which goes under the radar because obviously he's there. Borna Barisic signs a new deal to 2024.
Yep, when Rangers played against his former team, was it Osijek? I think he really impressed me. He came, initially struggled, Peter, and I wasn't too sure, but fair play to the boy. He's come back and had a really good pre-season, and he's proved how good a player he is. He's done really well at left back, and it's great news for the Rangers fans because I think he's been one of Rangers' most important players this season. Yep.
Okay, lots more to talk about in the transfer window, but we'll preview the weekend's fixtures as well. Let's have a look and see what's on offer over Saturday and Sunday. Hibs against St Mirren, Kilmarnock, Ross County, Livingston, Motherwell, Rangers against Aberdeen is game of the day on Saturday. St Johnstone against Hearts, and on the Sunday it's Hamilton against Celtic. So Rangers against Aberdeen, and again, regardless of any players that come in the last minute, there can be no more slip-ups, and that's from within the Rangers camp, Roughie.
Yeah, and Aberdeen keep insisting they're going to go down there and make sure that the same result doesn't happen this time. Got absolutely hammered the last time. I don't know if they've improved that much to come down there and get a win. So for me, I still don't care who Rangers bring in. I think they'll still be too strong to win this one.
Yeah, and there's been a fair bit of consternation surrounding, of course, Aberdeen. Tony Docherty's come out in defence of Derek McInnes, but Derek McInnes himself, he's managed to get in Ronald Hernandez, a Venezuelan, to try and bolster the squad as well. So clearly, I think the Aberdeen fans are looking for something at Ibrox.
Yep, look, it's clear that Derek's under a bit of pressure for the first time, I think, in a long time. Because he's done that well, Peter. I watched the game last week against St Mirren, and they looked a team with a severe lack of confidence. And I don't think it's going to, with this new boy coming in, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference when they get down to Ibrox. I think they'll struggle, and I think Rangers will win the game pretty comfortably. Okay, I've got Rangers to edge it by a goal. Roughie, what about yourself?
I've got Rangers to win 2-0.
Yeah, I'm 2-0 as well.
2-0, okay. As far as Celtic are concerned, if there's any last minute deals, I think the manager hinted strongly he would like a winger in. Mikey Johnson's injury might alter his thoughts and accelerate them to try and get one last face in there. But of course they were impressive against St Johnstone, and Lee Griffiths seems to be the man getting back to his best, Roughie?
Yeah, I think he's scoring goals. That's the main thing for Lee Griffiths. I think he's more impressive up front with a partner, as it was proved in the 2 times that's happened just recently. He scored on both occasions, and I think he's more effective that way, and that's why I'm saying, I hope we can, when the Scotland game comes round, we can find a formation that we can, and also find a striker that can play up front with him, because I would feel a lot more confidence if that was the case.
Well, he reckons he's not at 100%. 7 weeks to go. He could be flying for the match against Israel in March. He's certainly hoping to speak to Steve Clarke, the Scotland boss.
Yeah, as long as I'm performing on the pitch and doing well for Celtic, I'm hopefully I'll be in contention. But that's not to me. That's up to the manager of Scotland and what he wants to do. He's asked that so many times, and he's still not picked up the phone. I think he was at the Kilmarnock game last week. So hopefully I've done enough to impress him. But if not, I'll keep working hard and doing what I can do for Celtic. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind to hear his thoughts. But he's got a lot of other players to think about. It's not just me. I've got Nice is back fit now. McBurney's playing well in the Premiership, so there's a lot of good strikers that are vying for that one position. But I can only do my job.
Yeah, he says he's at 80%. There's 20 to go, and let's hope he gets that 20 up for the Scotland game.
Yep, I've got to be honest with you. I think he's getting better each game, Peter. He's getting fitter, he's getting sharper, and I was really impressed with his 45 minutes. Well, certainly the full Celtic team were impressive the first 45 minutes, but he's looking to me that he's getting back to his best. And listen, 7 weeks to go to the Scotland game, more game time. Hopefully he'll be ready to fire us.
Yep. As far as Celtic are concerned, they have to wait till the Sunday. They'll know exactly what's happened between Rangers and Aberdeen on the Saturday. Rangers could reduce the gap to only 2 points, and they also have a game in hand. But for Hamilton, Celtic will be going there confident of getting all 3 points. But Neil Lennon says they'll have to be, at the top of their game.
Yes, yeah, the last gasp winner at home, and we won 1-0 at New Douglas Park. So, we've got to be on our game. Brian and Hamilton do a great job every year. Unlimited resources to stay in the league. It's a difficult venue with the pitch, but we've got good momentum at the minute, and we want to keep that going.
Yeah, they might have made a meal of it before, Roughie, but I think they'll trounce Hamilton on Sunday.
Yeah, I watched the game last week with Hamilton, and again, some of the goals they lose are poor. And you would think with the players that Celtic have got, particularly for midfield, that they should win this one quite comfortably.
Prediction?
2-0 Celtic.
I don't see any problems for Celtic. Hamilton are struggling at this moment in time, so I think it'll be 3-0 Celtic.
Yeah. What about Hibs, your old team, Roughie? Obviously want to try and get Matt McNulty back in there. Greg Docherty could be joining. Do they need more? Paul McGinn's there as well from St Mirren.
No, obviously, if Kamberi was to leave, that McNulty is a player that the manager knows very, very well. He had a wee run with Scotland there. It didn't really work for him, but he looked as if he knew what was happening the first time round. So I think he would be a good addition, and that's why I'm going to go Hibs to win this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hibs will just edge it. I think it'll be a close one. Jim's always got his St Mirren team well organised, and they'll try and make it tough, but I think Hibs have got that bit more quality, so I think they'll win the game 2-1 as well.
Interesting in the St Mirren policy on this. They brought back Lee Hodgson as well with McGinn's departure, but can you see them? I'm looking at the bottom end of that table, and I could pick 3 or 4 teams who are all in trouble, but I think Hearts will get away from it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Hearts will. I think after that, obviously, the result will give him massive confidence. I think they've got good quality. He's made some good signings. I like St Mirren. I like the way that Jim sets them up. They're going to be hard to score against, that's for sure. I don't think they'll get relegated. I think they might find themselves in that playoff spot.
Yeah, Kelly, I think, are in free fall, Roughie. Maybe that's why they're going for an old head in Kirk Broadfoot. Certainly, I think Alec Dyer needs someone to try and stimulate them. Just maybe the first win under his leadership might actually alter things. And it was a bonus holding on to Stephen O'Donnell, because I think they'd accepted a fee.
Yeah, no, I think things will eventually turn for Kilmarnock. I think Ross County, obviously, three away games in the trot is going to play some effect in them, so I'm going to go for a Kilmarnock win this one.
Yeah, okay. Just before we talk about the rest of the fixtures, of course, we always run a competition from Monday to Friday, gives you a chance to win a prize, and of course the competition eagerly awaited by everyone. Well done to Ewan Wright. A print of Pele in his finest Brazil top is on its way to you. Congratulations. And of course, lots more competitions and chances to win fabulous prizes. And there's a humdinger of a prize coming up that I think Barry and Roughie are involved in that's not to be missed. It's as simple as that. Livingston against Motherwell. Of course, there's speculation over Lyndon Dykes. Interest certainly in the Livingston striker. But Motherwell have been busy. James Scott off to Hull, £1.5 million. Interesting one.
Yeah, it's great money for the club. They seem to be a very, very financially run club, and that obviously means you lose players. But Motherwell have got the knack of just bringing other players through, and that's what they've been doing year on year. Great move for the young lad. And I'm sure he's one that we definitely should keep our eye on for a future Scotland team.
Yeah, I thought technically he was good coming off the left-hand side, posing all sorts of threat towards Hibs, but over the course of the season he's been good as well, Barry.
Yeah, he's a boy that's got huge potential, and hopefully he can go down there and get some game time. Your only worry is when he goes down south that he might get stuck in with the 23s. He's played a few first-team games for Motherwell and he's proved that he can handle it. So hopefully he goes down there and does really well.
And the thing about this game, which is significant, you know, you're looking at Rangers Aberdeen. Aberdeen over the years not good at Ibrox. If Aberdeen were to slip up there and Rangers take all points as you would expect, then suddenly Motherwell have got a real chance to put some daylight. They could go 7 points clear of Aberdeen if they could win at Livingston.
Yep, I'm sure that'll be part of the team talks with the manager. That obviously we all expect Rangers to beat Aberdeen, so Motherwell have got a real carrot dangling in front of them, that if they go to Livingston, which is a hard place to go, and get the 3 points, there can become a bit of a gap between themselves and Aberdeen.
Yeah, what are you going for?
I think Motherwell will win it.
I've gone for Livy, Roughie. You in my camp?
Yeah, I went for Livy as well. That was an impressive performance last week, and again, you know, I think it's not because of the way Motherwell's playing, it's just because of Livingston are playing really well.
Yep, midfielder Marcel Langer, the latest addition to the Hearts squad. Daniel Stendhal really now trying to make an impression, trying to mould his own team. The Craig Levein era well and truly gone. A big win against Rangers, and suddenly the chance to get another one off the back of it up at McDermott Park.
Yeah, I think if they were to go up there and win convincingly, the Hearts supporters will think the tide has turned. I still think St Johnstone, as Neil Lennon said, is a hard place to go to win. So I think it's going to be a draw.
Barry, it was the point of fun on the programme, because obviously managers like to pay their respect to the opposition manager. But Tommy Wright himself will be looking to be busy before we hit the midnight hour tonight. I think Tommy's worked wonders there. I'm a big fan of him as a manager. I just think Hearts suddenly, this is the point from the Rangers game onwards now, I can see them climbing away.
Yep, I mean, they've got to take massive confidence for that victory over Rangers. I was really impressed with the Hearts' performance. I thought they were strong, physical, and mixed in with that, Peter, they've got guys with good ability as well. He's made some good signings, so I think they're going to climb the league now, and I think they'll go up there and win.
I'm sitting on the fence. I'm going to go draw in this one each.
I'm going for the Jambos to win this one. Let's have a look at the old table to see how things are shaping up ahead of Saturday and Sunday's fixtures. There it is, still that 5 point gap, still Rangers with that game in hand against St Johnstone, and it is at Ibrox as well. And they could be a changed side by then with the new faces that Steven Gerrard hopes will make an impact in this race for the title. And at the bottom end, Hearts still bottom, but I'm predicting that they will climb the table. If you agree or not, then by all means give us your thoughts on it. There will be multi-million-pound deals going on down south, let me tell you, and over and above that, you know, you're seeing some of the teams that have spent big money. Of course, Manchester United have brought in Bruno Fernandes. He's in at 55 million, and I'm looking and thinking, I wonder if Paul Pogba sits it out, or does he have a part to play before he eventually leaves in the summer?
I think Pogba's possibly been the biggest disappointment. You know, I think we all saw him playing with France in the big cups, and he was absolutely superb. I can't remember 2 or 3 games that he's strung together that we've all talked about and raved about. So yeah, I think he's out the door. Yep,
absolutely. It's one of those ones where you just put the Paul Pogba shirt to the absolute back of your wardrobe and never see it again. Simple as that. I'm not a fan. Are you a fan, Barry?
He's got very good ability, but he's just not produced it enough in a Manchester United shirt. As simple as that. I don't think English football suits him, Peter. I don't.
Okay, simple as that. Thanks very much to everyone who's contributed to our Facebook Live as well. Monday to Friday, you can get that. You can give us your thoughts across all social media. Follow us at PLZ Soccer. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll get all the unique content. You get the latest news from Scottish football, English football, and on the world scene too. Our podcast is out. Please download it on the audio platforms. It's available right across the board, and you can watch it on YouTube as well. Right good laugh. And of course some really serious messages from Andy McLaren, the former Dundee United winger who was our special guest. It's well worth a listen. But thank you for your support on Peter and Roughie's football show Friday. Enjoy your football at the weekend. Don't get into trouble. Go and watch the game and go home safely. It's as simple as that. It's only a game. Thanks to Roughie. Thanks to Barry Ferguson, and from myself, Peter Martin. Thank you very much for watching.
Expect the best used car deals guaranteed. Visit arnoldclark.com.